It's time to exercise your brain! Here are 50 amazing facts to blow your mind, part 13. Ruth Wakefield, who invented the chocolate chip cookie around 1938, sold the idea to Nestle Toll House in exchange for a lifetime supply of chocolate. In 2011, Lego produced 381 million tires, making them the world's largest rubber tire manufacturer by number of units produced. This is the Angora rabbit. It's one of the oldest types of domestic rabbit and arguably the world's fluffiest thing. In 2009, Wikipedia permanently banned the Church of Scientology from editing any articles. According to NASA, nuclear power prevented an average of 1.8 million deaths between 1971 and 2009 as a result of lower air pollution from reduced coal usage. In the country of Turkmenistan, water, gas, and electricity have all been free from the government since 1993. The largest numerical denomination bill ever made was the 1 milliard Hungarian pengo in 1946. Its value was 1 sextillion, that's 1 with 21 zeros behind it, yet it was still only worth 20 cents US. Hyperinflation is a biatch. Dr. Dre has made exponentially more money just off of his deal with Beats than he ever did making music. France is the only country in Europe to be completely self-sufficient in basic food production. When dying in 1955, Einstein refused surgery, saying, "I want to go when I want. It is tasteless to prolong life artificially. I have done my share. It is time to go. I will do it elegantly." Many animal shelters will not allow black cats to be adopted around Halloween because most people just buy them as an impulse purchase. This is a Pomsky, a cross between a Pomeranian and a Husky, and they stay about the same size their entire lives. Cuteness overload! American President Lyndon B. Johnson owned an amphibious car, the Amphicar, and used to scare his guests by driving into a lake screaming about brake failure. Eminem was offered the lead role in the 2013 sci-fi movie Elysium and was interested, but turned it down because the director turned down his one request, that the movie be shot in his hometown of Detroit. The Singing Tree is a wind-powered sound sculpture located in Burnley, England, and was designed by architects Mike Tonkin and Anna Lou. Each time that you sit under it, you will hear a different melody played depending on the wind for that day. In 2011, archaeologists discovered the skeletal remains of a Roman couple who had been holding hands for over 1,500 years. The Shangri-La Hotel in China captured a record for the largest ball pit ever created, measuring 25 by 12.6 meters and contains 1 million balls. Yeah, don't lose your keys in that thing. Starbuck is a famous Canadian bull whose genome is so desirable that his sperm has sold for over $25 million during his lifetime, where he has sired over 200,000 daughters. The Burj Al Arab Hotel in Dubai offers their guests 24-karat gold iPads for the duration of their stay. Poveglia Island in Italy is considered one of the most haunted places in the world, as it was the site of wars, a dumping ground for plague victims, and an insane asylum. In fact, it's so haunted that the Italian government has forbidden public access to it. In the Victorian era, they had special teacups that protected your mustache from getting dunked in your tea. Around 350 to 420 million years ago, before trees were common, the earth was covered in giant mushroom stalks. The Lion King was considered a small B movie during productions, as all the top Disney animators were working on Pocahontas, which they considered an A movie. A Pythagorean cup, also known as a greedy cup, is a cup designed to spill its contents if too much wine is poured in, thus encouraging moderation. In 1955, an over 600-year-old plaster Buddha statue was dropped in an attempt to move it to another location, revealing that the plaster was actually covering another Buddha statue made of solid gold. Self-made millionaire Harris Rosen adopted a Florida neighborhood called Tangelo Park. He cut the crime rate in half, increased high school graduation rates from 25 to 100% by giving everyone free daycare, and all high school graduates scholarships. In Old English, the word door meant male bee and the word Dumbledore meant bumblebee. In ancient Athens, the world's first democracy, they had a process called ostracism, where once a year the people could vote on the politician that they felt was the most destructive to the democratic process, and that person was banished from Athens for 10 years. This is a picture of Marilyn Manson without makeup. In 1918, a black man named Lawrence C. Jones survived a lynching attempt from from a white mob by convincing them of his passion to educate black kids. The mob ended up collecting money for his cause. There is no federal law that requires an expiration date on canned food except for infant formula. In fact, canned food is potentially still good years after its expiration date. The biggest reason that they exist is that companies hope that you'll throw the product out and buy more. China is building a car-free city called the Great City that will house 80,000 people. It will use 48% less energy, 58% less water, produce 89% less landfill waste, and 60% less carbon dioxide than a conventional city of the same size. This beautiful site is one of the many canola flower fields in China. The Vostovuchnia subway station in Moscow accepts 30 squats as payment for a metro ticket as an incentive to exercise more. In 2022, the World Cup will be played in Lusail, Qatar, a city that doesn't even exist yet. In 1949, the Prince Motor Company in Japan developed an electric car that could travel 200 kilometers on a single charge. Michael Crichton, author of Jurassic Park, felt that his literature professor at Harvard was giving him unfair grades, so to prove it, he turned in a paper by George Orwell and received a B-. There is a mushroom in the wild called Latiporius that tastes like chicken or even fried chicken. Saturn's largest moon, Titan, has an atmosphere so thick and gravity so low that you could actually fly through it by flapping any sort of wings attached to your arms. This is the metallic chrysalis or outer casing of the Mechanitis butterfly from Costa Rica. There's a village in the Netherlands whose name I simply can't pronounce that has no roads and can only be accessed by boat, earning it the nickname Venice of the Netherlands. Christmas Island is a small Australian island located in the Indian Ocean that every year sees 50 million adult crabs migrate from the forest to breed, known as the annual red crab migration. In 1979, debris from NASA's space station Skylab crash landed in the town of Esperance, Western Australia, for which the town fined NASA $400 for littering. And they paid it. There are completely black chickens in Indonesia known as ayam samani. They have black plumage, black legs and nails, black beak and tongue, black comb and wattle, black meat and bones, and even dark organs. In 2007, Joshua Bell, an award-winning violinist and conductor, conducted an experiment where he pretended to be a street violinist and had almost 1,100 people pass by him without stopping. He collected only $31.17 that day, yet only 2 days earlier played to a sold-out theater with each seat costing $100. Oh, and the violin that he played on the street was worth $3.5 million. In a strange coincidence, Paul Walker's character from the Fast and the Furious franchise was named Brian. He died November 30th, 2013, the same week that Brian from Family Guy died, and both deaths involved cars. Because of an aging populace, adult diaper sales are about to surpass baby diaper sales in Japan. In 1999, Iraqi man Sam Isho moved to Australia and used the welfare system as income. 10 years later, in 2009, he became successful and wrote a check for $18,000 to the Australian government, representing every dollar that they gave him. For years, an Indian man named Rajesh Kumar Sharma has been teaching slum children who live under a local metro bridge. 5 days a week, for 2 hours a day, he leaves his job at the general store to teach over 140 kids who otherwise couldn't afford an education. This amazing sculpture is the Nelson Mandela Monument site in South Africa where he was arrested more than 50 years ago. It's made up of 50 steel rods between 5 and 10 meters high, and when viewed from a certain angle, his image comes into focus. And that's it for this video, guys. As always, if you enjoyed it, please share it on Facebook and Twitter and give that like button a click, and I will see you all back here this Saturday with a brand new video. Peace! Hey, what's happening? Hey guys, thanks so much for watching my new video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, which I know you did, baby, click that big red subscribe button below to subscribe to my channel so that you can be notified every time I release a new video. And just for the month of January, just as a little test, I'm releasing 2 videos a week, so every Tuesday and Saturday. So if you don't want to miss a video, be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss anything. I love you guys, and I will see you this Saturday with a brand new one. Bye.